Alright, Putin moves south. Modern War Magazine game number 37 from last year. That's 2018. Definitely full, I want to highlight game design by Joseph Miranda. But first, let's start off with the Joker here. The Black Joker. We got the SA-21 Growler. This is a surface-to-air missile system. Surface-to-air missile system. Range 400 kilometers. Weapon, radar-guided missile. So again, large, heavy truck there. Yeah, probably some type of parade or something like that. Okay, Russian, obviously. Russian SA-21 Growler, surface-to-air missile system. All right, Putin moves south, looking north to south through Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, towards Afghanistan. Those are the green units there. Iran over here with the yellow units. Iran is part of the Russian Confederation. And off in that direction, way here, yeah, Chinese unit there. So China's down in that direction. All right, Putin moves south. Looking at the action point cost chart again, I'm trying to get through all of these 15 or so actions. So I'm thinking about talking about launching air superiority offensive. This will cost 1 action point. The Russians are currently at 8 action points on their track. Russian action points there. Okay, so they're at 8 and I'm leaving it at 8 because now we'll talk about actions again. Just go through real quick again. So there's an action phase. We're in the action phase where we're going back and forth. Each player or side is taking actions, taking actions until all action points are expended or both players pass. So the action procedure, I'm going to go ahead and declare. Okay, so the Russian Confederation is going to launch an air superiority offensive. Makes no tactical sense here at all. What would make tactical sense is to buy up some more Russian, maybe even Iranian air assets first, but I'm not playing tactics yet. We'll get to that. Tactics and strategy. We'll get to the tactics and strategy later. Right now I just want to get through all these different actions. So I'm going to declare my action. I'm going to expend 1 AP for this. So I'm moving it down the track from 8 to 7. That's the coalition. We'll go next. A little reminder marker there. Now we're going to execute the actions. So now we go to, well actually let me first say that in our staging area, in the Russian Confederation staging area, we got 2 fighters there, 1 5th generation fighter unit like that. Well, I'll show the Iran. Actually, I'm going to go ahead. There's also a Russian missile unit, and then there's an Iranian fighter and an Iranian missile unit. So these are all of the air. Yes, these are all the air assets that are in the Russian staging area. Alright, so we go to air operations. Again, I think there are 3. We mentioned those before. 3 different types of air operations. Air superiority, bombardment, and close air support. Yes, so now we're going to talk about air superiority. This is how we attack enemy air units. And this is the, let's see, here's the edge of the map is right there, just off the screen is the edge of the map, and on the other side of the edge of the map are the coalition reinforcement box and staging area. Alright, this is conducted as an action, assigning air units to actions. So you can commit air units in the staging area to the actions listed above these 3 different types of air operations. Place the units on the hex or enemy staging area in which the mission is to take place. Execute that action and then place the participating air units in the reinforcement area. So again, I'm going to take the Russian 5th generation fighter and one of the Russian air units from the Russian staging area to conduct this mission. I'm going to put the others back. That. Alright, so we're going to take these 2 Russian units. I'm going to put them into... I'm just put them next to the coalition staging area. Yeah. Alright. So we have 3 air points there. 2 from the 5th generation fighters, 1 from the regular fighter. Range doesn't matter here. Air units conducting air superiority are moved directly from their staging area to the enemy staging area. There is no range consideration. Air unit stacking. An unlimited number of air units may be assigned to a single air superiority action. Stacking does not apply. But a limited number of air units may be assigned to a single bombardment attack. Okay, we're talking about air superiority, so unlimited number. There we go. I guess all that air combat's taking place all throughout and even beyond the map area here. So that's that. Okay, air superiority action. An air superiority action is conduct as follows. Declare the action. I did that. Expend 1 AP. I did that. The cost is per action. Any number of air units may participate. Again, you saw the 2 I chose. Here, I'll leave them on the screen, but I'm notionally putting them in. Here they are right here. I'm notionally putting them in the coalition staging area over there. Air units may be from any friendly contingent. Well, there's my answer. Okay, again, I assume that air units may be from any mix of friendly contingents. Or is that saying they have to? No, that doesn't say it has to be from one friendly contingent. So I guess I could have thrown the Iranian fighter in there, but I'm not going to. Alright, total number of attacking air combat factors. That again is 3. Here, I'll just put a little reminder here. 3. After placing them in the enemy staging area, use this total to determine the column to be used on the air combat table. Again, I can't show the air combat table. It's on the side of the map. Use this total to determine the column, and then we'll go ahead and we'll use a blue die for the sky. Now we'll use a red die for combat. All right, roll 1 die and cross index. We want a high number. 4 is a little better than average. So we have an R2 result. Yeah, R2 result, which is place 1, 2, or 3 defending air units in the reinforcement box. I think that's exactly what it means. Apply the result immediately. Place all surviving air units. Okay, so I think that we are forcing. So I said R2. I don't see any die roll modifiers, by the way. So R2. I think that means that who chooses them too? So I grabbed 2 NATO. These are 2 identical NATO fighters like that. Great looking chits, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that. Only air units not affected by only enemy air units are affected by air superiority attacks. So who chooses air superiority results? Missiles. Oh, missiles can be affected. So basically we're pushing them to the reinforcement box, which is basically a cost. Yeah, you're costing the opponent action points. So it's a result, and it has an effect. I'll say that. But who chooses? All right, I guess I'll assume that the owning player chooses. All right, so I'll take these 2 NATO fighters and put them over in the coalition reinforcement box, which again means that they will have to be bought back. And then my 2 Russian units go to the Russian reinforcement box. That's obviously their cost of doing this. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. This is their cost of doing